doing this morning? It's great to see everybody here. My name's Kevin Virgil. I see a lot of new faces in the crowd. For those of you who haven't yet met me, I'm running for to represent the 4th District in the United States Congress. I'm running against Congressman Randy Feenstra, who you just heard a nice note from. I know he can't be here today because of a medical issue, and I know we all wish him well and hope he recovers quickly. I also hope that he comes back to Iowa soon, because I think the voters of Iowa definitely deserve to hear a debate between Feenstra and I. Who here agrees? Now, when I was at the district convention last month, I asked for a debate, and I haven't heard back from Team Feenstra yet. So if you see any of these people, there's a couple of them back there wearing those really nice blue t-shirts. Why don't you go ask them if they're willing to talk to Randy Feenstra about having a debate before the election on June 4th. Anyway, a little bit about me, because I know we have a lot of familiar faces here. It's a quick backstory. I'm from O'Brien County in northwest Iowa. I grew up in a hog farm that my great-grandfather homesteaded in the 1870s. Graduated from high school, went to West Point, served in the Army in the 82nd Airborne, and ultimately the 75th Ranger Regiment. And after our country was attacked on 9/11, I had an opportunity to serve our country a second time when I joined the CIA and served our country overseas. And after I completed that, I started a business which I've been running for most of the past 10 years. But I've always come back to Iowa frequently with my kids, just because we enjoy the farm and we maintain close contact with our family and friends and neighbors. And along the way, I've become increasingly concerned about what's happening at the national level and a lot of things happening here at home. And I think one of the reasons I decided to run for Congress is because the most significant issue we face today, the biggest threat our country faces, isn't necessarily from abroad, but it's a federal government that is completely out of control. Now, Vivek Ramaswamy, who's a presidential candidate, and I both agree that we need to take drastic measures to reduce the federal government's budget, power, and authority, and that's why Vivek has endorsed me in my campaign for Congress. But in order to do that, we need to have legislators that respect the Constitution, and I'm sad to say that the 4th District does not have that right now. As a matter of fact, the Republican Liberty Caucus, that's a group that has also endorsed me in my campaign, but it also grades every congressman based on their compliance with the Constitution, rates Randy Feenstra in the bottom third of all Republicans in the United States. That is a failing grade, ladies and gentlemen, and the 4th District is one of America's most conservative districts. We deserve better. Now, the reason he has that low grade, he's earned that failing grade, is because he's not working for you, the voters, he's working for his big donors. Donors like Bruce Rastetter, who gave Randy Feenstra a $26,000 donation last year, exactly 1 week before Feenstra, look at those signs back there, before Feenstra pushed through billions of dollars of tax credits for a carbon capture pipeline that enables them to enact eminent domain against century farms like my family's. Last month, he voted against an amendment that would have required the federal government to get a warrant to spy on you and your families. That's a direct violation of the 4th Amendment. And he also stood back. He refused to stand with the conservative Republicans in Congress and forced the federal government to shut down as a way to force the corrupt Biden administration to close the border. He did that while extracting nothing in return. That's not leadership, that's weakness. And we can do better in this country and in this state. Now, the reason he's doing all those things is because he's not working for you, he's working for his donors, and he's happy to trample on your constitutional rights. Frankly, I think we can deserve better. And the reason he's not able to be out in town halls in public or to go meet with anybody. I've been to every county in the district at this point, and nobody's seen Randy Feenstra in a public town hall. And when your voting record is as atrocious as his, you don't want to go out in public. All you do is you publish full-page attack ads full of lies and quotes taken out of context, like that one you're all holding in your tabloid this morning. Now, I don't need to do that. I don't need to lie about my opponent. All I have to do is tell the truth. And that's why I'm happy to announce that as of this morning, all of you can feel free to pull out your phones and go check out a new website called randysvotingrecord.com. It's all in there. And don't worry, we're Iowa nice. We're not calling names, we're not lying. Everything's in context, we provide all the citations, but it just breaks down chapter and verse all the different ways that Randy Feenstra has sold you and the state of Iowa out for the past 4 years. Now, I intend to execute the office very differently. First and foremost, I intend to respect the Constitution. I only support legislation that passes that litmus test and puts America first. That means no support for omnibus bills, no foreign aid boondoggles, no legislation that doesn't place but prioritize the interests of our citizens over all others. Second, I support a radical decentralization and reduction of force of the federal government. I will never vote for legislation that conveys more power to this government. I'll only vote for tax cuts and reduces its budget power. That's why I have that big endorsement. Third and finally, I intend to do exactly what I'm doing right now, to stand in front of you nose to nose and tell you exactly how I feel about the issues. And to stand in front of you and give you an opportunity to be heard. You don't have that right now in the 4th District, and that's about to change.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Look forward to seeing you out there on the campaign trail and to getting your vote on June 4th. Thank you so much.